Thank you. Well, welcome all this morning, and I will try to show you something on supply chain and how can IoT bring value to supply chain. Yesterday, very good day already, the first day, and a lot of nice things where people are wondering what all we can do with IoT. And well, let's start a little bit on the history, because in IoT there's a lot of magic, but for some, it's what you see here. They are looking in a railway yard, they're looking to a train, and for them it's magic, because what's in this box and where is it heading for? Well, for me it starts here, because also I'm thinking of this kind of magic. Where is a product going to and what brings it to value to which people in the world? And it starts here for me because this is my mother, and she lived here in the railway station, in the railway yard, and so logistics is the DNA of our family. Well, briefly on Pharox, a lot of history in logistics, but let's have a look on a typical supply chain. Because what you see already here, a lot of different steps, from production, harvesting, storage, shipment, till the final customer. Which also means a lot of steps and a lot of different trucks, or a lot of different stakeholders, a lot of different trucking companies. And, or of course, a lot of ships, a lot of containers, and which means this is really what it's about in supply chain. From one to the left to the right, what you saw over one slide ago, is a lot of different parties involved, with a lot of different documents, with a lot of information. And how can we bring insight with IoT to make it smarter? For instance, how can we reduce a product loss? We've good food here, but if it starts like this, it's not good. So we have a lot of nice avocados here. And how does the process going, and how can you monitor it with IoT till the end, to the end customer, and at our dish? And that's where what Pharox is really about. We are solving and helping supply chain partners, so the shippers, producers, importers, insurance companies, to optimize supply chains, reduce costs by using IoT. And I will go through some examples, what use cases, what we are doing, because we can work on new developments, but it's always also very good to bring value to the supply chain with IoT and bring IoT and LoRaWAN to commercialization. Well, maybe we do it on a traditional way, then I say next slide. It's a very traditional way. But so what we do here is we monitor indoor, now it's really going very, very fast. We monitor in greenhouses. We monitor different processes. We use our own sensors to it. And for some, and that's why we are also here today at the venue, we need additional partners to fulfill the complete supply chain. So we monitor that. We monitor with our sensors, for instance, the trains coming from A to B, and optimize with that the supply chain, not only for the owner of the wagon, but also for the rail infrastructure manager, and the shipper, and the end customer. We provide full visibility and optimize their processes by using our smart sensors on a smart way. Yeah, that's correct. That's working. Great. Thanks. And combine different technologies, not only IoT, but also look to other components in your process. So other databases, other data sources, why can you combine different information to reduce cost? What we did here, we looked to their processes. We monitored indoor, outdoor on cold stores. We monitored also outdoor conditions. We monitored the logistic process, how every movement is done. And by optimizing these, by making these combinations, where they reduced cost, they improved the product shelf life of the product, they reduced claims, and so all by IoT. And that's really the nice thing when you're 20 years in IoT or 20 years in logistics, and you know how difficult it is to let a product talk, and now we have IoT. That's really nice. Yeah, asset tracking. traditional maybe, but what we try to do with it is use IoT in this case for multiple things, not only for asset tracking, but also to provide predictive maintenance, to automate their planning. So our trailers, the trailers we provide our solution for, they do their transport planning their own. So we're going ahead for autonomous logistics. And again, okay, sorry. I push a little bit harder the next time. And the last mile. So we're currently doing a test with parties in the last mile distribution. And so our sensors can show to the end customer and to the owner of the product when it was delivered, when it was opened, what was the condition of the product, and all in one. And I'm pushing again a little bit harder. So coming back to the slide, the first slide, you see a lot of different stakeholders in the supply chain, from the left to the right, from production, harvesting, and so on. And in multiple places, we already have solutions to provide full visibility, to optimize their process, to reduce costs, starting with AI, the deep learning, because we digitize their supply chain. And in certain places, we still need some partners. So open for that. Questions?
Any questions? Turn on your brain and ask some questions. Still early morning. Yeah, we have got one over there.
Just wondering, you say the last mile, you have some solution to get it at the end customer, and then you know it's opened and what is the condition.
Yeah.
How do I have to see that physically? Is there a little device in it, and has the user throw it away or send it back? Or
well, our current clients, they collected them again, or we can provide also a certain logistic services around it, but they get it back, and for them it's more or less the optimization of their total pool, the pool of their boxes. But we said, okay, for the customer, it can be, the end customer, it can be nice because they show and you can add additional information where the product comes from, traditional, who it harvested, and so on.
Anyone else? So surprisingly, we have a 15-minute talk, and we finished early.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
How do you? Well, one last question, because I'm always interested in how the future is going to look. So we get the supply chain in order. Mm-hmm. Let's say in 5 years, maybe. Hopefully, that'll take us 5 years, maybe 10 years. What's next?
What's next with IoT?
Yeah.
Well, in the end, I think when we look to the IoT solutions, and also what you presented yesterday, we all know the traditional barcoding. Maybe you have done every product. I think in the end, IoT will replace the barcode, and you get really autonomous supply chains by using IoT. But it's the technology, and you need to know a little bit about the business. I think that helps. So I think there's a nice opportunity for guys that want into, and for more companies in the supply chain to optimize the process, make it more completely digital. So within 5 years, I think really small tags with a lot of information and a full digitized supply chain to optimize all kinds of processes.
From a personal point of view, I'm also interested in my avocados that I buy.
Yeah.
They're often either brown or they're not ripe yet.
Yeah.
So how long is that going to take with your
well, together with some universities, we're working to try to tackle that because you want to be, well, you want to know that earlier when it starts. So the ripening procedure, and there are some kind of technologies, and we are looking together with University of Wageningen, amongst others, to see if we can predict it up front. Because currently how it works in these kind of supply chains, then okay, we know it will probably start ripening. We put gas to it and other kind of things to slow it down. But how can we be one step earlier? And that's what we are looking for. That would be the holy grail I think in this business.
In a lot of places.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joris Tenhagen.
Okay.